Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. So today I'm back with a rainy day painting. So my vacation has actually just ended, so I'll be painting my larger canvases again and try to get back into the routine of painting. So anyway, this painting is quite easy. I'm just going to start the background. I'm using a dark shade of brown, Van Dyck brown, and I'm going to leave a little circle on the top of the canvas where the light will be. So now it looks a bit rough, so I'm going to start with the outer edge of the canvas, and then as I move towards the middle of the canvas, I'm going to go lighter to burnt sienna, and around the circle that we left, I'm going to paint it in orange yellow mixed with burnt sienna. Once I've kind of covered the first layer or the base of the canvas, I'm going to go in again with the second layer and smoothen all the paint out and blend it properly. So remember, we start from dark Van Dyck brown on the outside, mixed with burnt sienna as we come closer, and orange yellow. Once that is done, I'm going to mix a little bit of white with orange yellow and burnt sienna just below the white circle, and I'm going to blend it. And then now we're going to paint circle. We're going to fill it in with orange yellow, and then I'm going to mix it with Naples yellow and white in the middle. And I'm going to kind of just drag it down. I'm going to use more white and drag it down a little bit to create a glow of this lamp in the night. And then we're going to blend around these the circle to soften it a little bit, and I'm going to add a bit more white so it has this like glow coming out from this light. Once that is done, I'm going to use an angular brush so I can get these very thin brush strokes downwards, small brush strokes downwards to create the illusion of rain. So for this layer, I'm not going to use white. I'm going to use orange yellow mixed with brown and a little bit of white to create the raindrops. Once that is done, we're going to add a little bit of foliage on the left side of the canvas. We want to start with dark green. I'm using a wool brush. I'm just like dabbing it to create the illusion of these leaves, and then I'm going to add a bit of highlight in light green. So because the wool brush doesn't really give definition to the leaves, I'm going to go in with a paintbrush and I'm going to kind of like draw individual shapes of the leaf to sharpen it a little bit. So I'm going to start with dark green and then I add light green leaves. Once that is done, we're going to add a little bit of flowers. Well, originally these were meant to be bougainvilleas, so I'm painting them in pink, but you can't really see the shape here, so let's just call them random flowers. And then we're going to draw these vines draping downwards, but we're also going to leave a space in the middle for the light to shine through. And then I'm going to draw a few more branches coming out from the left, and then in the middle of this light, I'm going to add a bit more white, like I said, for the light to shine through. Next, we're going to individually paint the leaves of these bougainvillea branches in dark green, and then we're going to thicken it by adding more vines branching out from the main brush so it doesn't look so awkward. And what we're going to do is add more leaves in light green to make it a bit bushier. But over here I actually made a mistake. It was a bit too light, so I had to tone it down a little bit with an olive shade of green. So on the top here, I'm going to add a bit more branches, and right at the tip of the vine, we're going to add the pink flowers. So to try to make it look a little bit more natural, you can overlap the branches so it looks a bit more wild and unruly. And then you can continue to paint the flowers just at the bottom of each vines, and that part is pretty much done. So for the next step, you're going to need a ruler and a bit of white paint. You can use like a card as well. So for me, I'm using the end of the ruler and I'm going to like dip it into white paint. Then the next part I'm going to do is I'm going to stamp it to create these consistent thin lines for the rain. So for this layer of rain, we're going to use white, especially near the light. And this painting is finished. I hope you find this tutorial useful. This was actually very simple to paint. And thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you again in the next video. Goodbye.